Wow. It never ceases to amaze me. Oh my God. Right, my dear. Let's start with the question you have for them and through me today.
The question I really meditated on, because I'm loving that, the work that I'm doing with Joshua at the moment, and things are really taking shape. But what is the most challenging is that I really feel I've come to like the core of what is almost like my life's challenge or opportunity, which is the whole thing of really working too hard. And probably if you labeled it like being a workaholic or whatever. So, it's not been on my path to have children this lifetime. I've raised a business. The business is really changing in that the current one has completely fallen away, but I have an idea for a really big pivot. But I think I'm scared to actually really go for it because I don't want to burn out again. And I've burnt out so many times.
Okay.
And so the question is, what should I do about this programming of being the kind of the workaholic or the working so many hours that is so ingrained?
All right. Well, we will see what whoever comes in, what they have to say. Okay. Yeah. So I know you're in Australia. I'm assuming that's your heritage, but I'm thinking, no, are you actually British?
Yeah.
Okay. But you've been in Australia about what, like 20? Have you been there about 20 years?
20 right? Years. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not trying to date you.
20 years this year.
Okay. Oh, okay. I definitely have someone here. And I know it's okay. So this makes sense. Then your father would also be British, not Australian. Yeah. That's why that feels confusing to me. So here's what he's saying. This is so crazy. Does he speak in acronyms, or did he? Like, I've got letters and then what the letter means and a word and then what each letter.
I was very young when he passed.
Okay, so you don't remember.
I don't remember, but he was an engineer.
Okay.
So it could be like
it's almost like he's puzzles and a labyrinth, and that's the way he's communicating with me, but it's coming out in like acronym, and he's quite humorous, but he's oh boy, here we go, here goes the emotion. Sorry. A lot of love, and it's, wow, Emma, it's like a reverence for you, like awestruck, sort of starstruck feeling that he's giving me, of just love and admiration, and that almost like I'm not worthy in that sense. They don't really feel that way, but that's the emotion. They give it to me so I can describe it to you. That's what he wants you to feel from him. Can you feel that when you speak to him yourself? Oh, it's overwhelming.
I think he's always like in the background. He's not like, he does. I just want to connect with him more.
Okay. Okay. So he's sort of teasing with me a little bit and saying that he told you that I could help you make this connection, and he's saying, I told her that you could help, and we're going to help her get this connection, not in the way she thinks. Going to help her by helping her understand who she is. And this will help you to balance and let go of that idea that you have to be a workaholic, or that you are that, because you are not that. That is something that's limiting you and holding you back? So he's there. We're going to answer that question. So sometimes this stuff, I just think, do you have someone in your life named Allison?
Oh, Allison's who I'm meeting for coffee this morning.
Okay. He's saying, fun time with Allison. He's just saying fun time with Allison, friend Allison. So he's wanting you to know that he's right here and I'm getting it, because there's no way I could have known you're meeting somebody named Allison today right? That's what he wants you to know. Do not doubt this. He is right here. I am covered in goosebumps, and this feeling of emotion is not something that just comes. It's from there. And he knows he's saying fun with Allison, having fun with Allison. So that's it. He's here. Now, he's giving me some acronyms, and he seems like he's laughing because he's saying, when I say them, you're going to laugh. I don't know. I know he was only around when you were young. So the first one he's showing me is, the words are trust, love, always. And it's TLA, he's saying.
TLA.
Trust, love, always. Does this mean something?
TLA is my registered trademark, turning learning into action. That's what the name of my book.
Okay. So now I'm understanding something. So there's something about whatever you have trained and taught yourself to do that feels very much like teaching. Okay. But like, he's showing me you're a teacher, but it's also got this sort of like human resources feeling, but he's relating it to something that I do, which, or used to do. I don't so much anymore. But it's taking, okay. So going forward, it's taking these spiritual concepts that Joshua, Abraham, Jennifer, all these different things that and understand, and doing what you have been doing, but teaching people to use these concepts in their daily life, rather than the corporate aspect, which is training people on some task or a way to function in their work or in their cubicle, way to get things done, and then training them to actually use that. Am I making any sense to you at all?
So currently it's all associated with training. So it's turning learning into action, and it's about implementing what people have learned when they've been on a training program. Okay. So is this new business that you're thinking of sort of using that idea and coaching, but using these concepts that you have and helping people use them in their life? Well, that's sort of slightly different, because it's going, you said through HR, it's going more through HR than learning. Okay. What I see is, so it's a type of self-reflective questioning, and what I think we do is, with our tool, is we get people connected with their inner being. Okay, and right. That's what we hold the space for people to connect with their inner being, but we never say, we do not say that because it's corporate America. But what I think is, as you get people to do that, and the company pays for this, it expands their life, and then they know what it's like to slow down and reflect. But I want to do it, but it's their professional development goals or their own goals or any goals, not just associated with training. That is the pivot. Okay. All right. So I've got another, this is like a puzzle or an acronym. So the first word is align yourself. This is from him. So align yourself. Find your highest perspective. What are we doing? Are we going to back into this? Okay, I think so. Find your highest perspective on anything in any moment, or just on yourself. Feel that. All right, that's the first sentence. It's align. The first word is align in this little puzzle. Okay.
Okay. The second word is connect. Connect with your inner self, with your guides, and with him. So he's saying, in any situation, or as you are determining what direction to go in your business, as you're making a long-term, you're thinking long-term, or you're thinking short-term, these are the steps for you. So the first one is align. The second one is connect. Connect with your inner self, your guides, and with him. Okay. The next word is thank you. Express gratitude, feel the gratitude for this, the universe, the non-physical, for yourself, for your inner self, for your guides. So once you connect with them, this feeling of gratitude will connect you deeper to them. Okay, so these are your steps: align, connect, thank you. And the next is inspiration. Okay. Follow this, listen for it and follow it, no matter how crazy it seems to be, or how far away from what you think you need to be doing that it seems. Inspiration is the fourth word. Inspiration, follow it, listen for it, follow it. Okay. He's determined on this, wherever this is going. The next word is outcome. Outcome. Okay. Do not consider these ever. Wow. Okay. Do not concern yourself with an outcome. You do not need to. You are going where you're going. Follow your inspiration and have fun. You don't concern yourself with an outcome ever. Okay. And the last one, this is the last word. So 6 words. Non-conforming. Okay. He is saying you are unique. Your messages are unique. The more out of bounds that an idea or an action seems to you, the more movement and momentum there is within it. Holy cow. Okay. So these are the words. So what is that? Oh, ACTION.
Action. So the other model is our action model. That is our coaching model. Accountability, calibration, target, information, options, and next steps. It's in my book.
Yours?
Yeah.
That's
He's having a laugh with us.
oh my gosh. Okay, this is great.
That is my book.
I'm excited you have a book. I should be reading your book. All right. Yeah, action. That's our little puzzle. Okay. So this, and that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
For everything you're contemplating, thinking about doing, this is your action. You align yourself, you connect with them, you thank them, get in that mode of gratitude, you listen for the inspiration and you follow it. You do not concern yourself with an outcome, and you are non-conforming. You are unique, and the more outrageous something sounds to you and the more out of bounds it sounds, the more it has in it for you. Wow. It never ceases to amaze me. Oh my God.
It makes me think, Christy, that he's read my book.
Oh, I would love to read your book. I didn't know you wrote a book.
But he has read my book.
He made you write it. This is one of the coolest things I've ever had happen. So this is amazing. Okay. All right. He's so excited. He's so in awe of you. And sure, he helped you write that book. Sure, he's read it. He was right there with you. I have to believe that. The minute we started, here he is. This is incredible. Okay, I got to shake this off for a minute. I'm freaking out. That was so beautiful. Okay. Well, I've scribbled up all of my pages. Look at this. Can you see this? I'm writing this stuff as a action. Great. Oh my God. So I have a male. Doesn't seem very old. You can see him. Jack S. Okay, well, I don't think you're going to know this one. Like he may be an ancestor, but I don't know. I think it's like a spirit guide because it's like 1300s is his life. Jack, what is this word? Straw, STRAW. Straw, Jack Straw. A rebel, a British rebel. What did we talk about yesterday? Wow.
Sacred rebel.
Mm-hmm.
But I was a sacred rebel.
Yep. That's so here's what I'm getting. This is, I believe, a spirit guide, but very well could be ancestral in nature. And I just had this happen the other day too with someone. I couldn't tell the difference. But this is what he's highlighting, is that part of you, that rebellious part of you, that rebellious side, that you are this persona of following rules, doing everything to the letter, doing everything properly, in every area of your life.
Yeah.
Your home and your relationship, everything is done properly. It's not even about optics. It's not necessarily about what people think in that sense. It is really what you believe and who you believe you are.
Yeah.
But the conflict with you is because of that, because you believe this is who you are. These ideas and these things that you get that seem, you almost don't even hear them because they seem so far away from who you believe yourself to be. That's the inner conflict. And that's this workaholic thing also quiets that down. Do you know this is what he's saying? This go, do this, dive into it, pour everything you have into it. Whatever it is that you're doing in that moment is a way that you can quiet these inspirations and these thoughts and ideas that are coming to you that really they're so far away from who you know yourself to be that you just don't quite hear them. And what does get in is ridiculous. This gives you a bit of, what's this word? Like self-loathing in a way. Like, like I'm all this RuPaul, but these crazy ideas. Who am I to have that? I'm not that. I'm not. And this causes that inner conflict. Is this making sense to you? Is this resonating? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's great. Okay. So that is this Jack Straw. We could probably, I have no idea. But it feels like he's some sort of rebel leader. Something must have happened in that time period and it is definitely Great Britain. It is definitely English. So some kind of revolt that he must have been involved in. My history sucks, so I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so that's one, and you can connect to him. So now that you know who you have these and these spirit guides, and your dad's saying, we're going to help you connect, and through this process of this session, you're going to understand more of who you are. And I think you're starting to. I think this one just cracked that. Okay, that's what I thought. This is something I was expecting because you said you have a vibe of this sort of North American Indian vibe. You have that feeling, don't you? So I think that's what I'm seeing, but it's not male. It's definitely female,
Okay.
which is unexpected. Okay, spirit guide for sure. WHOPE. WHOPE is her name. So this is, all right. Okay. Her presence right now, and the reason that she's forward and has been for a bit with you, is guiding you to an inner peace, peaceful rebellion. The way that she's is really beautiful, what I can see, but it's like you're here on earth, and the way that she comes into you is almost like, it looks like I can see the moon, but it's like shooting stars or falling stars from the moon. And that's how she comes in to constantly send you messages and lead you forward to this just inner peace. But it is peaceful rebellion. It is letting yourself come out, the real you, and being okay with her, because she is spectacular and she isn't going to end up in jail. This isn't right. This isn't what you don't have to be and do everything right and within all of these bounds. It's okay. You are protected. Just listen to them and let this rebellious, this little part of you that is actually quite a big part of you, come out and follow her ideas. Let her speak her mind a bit. You are totally protected here. And this is how you're getting to where you truly want to go. And there will be no work needed. The work will be all inside. Everything will be fun. Everything will be fun. And that's what she's trying to say. And that's her presence with you, and she's with you. So, I mean, she's right here and right with your dad and this other one who is this male that's kind of quiet, but I have two more. So
my sense was the team of 5. The funny thing is, Christy, when you were saying about being a rebel, the thought that immediately comes into my head is, do I have to do anything illegal?
right.
Everyone laughs at me that I'm just such a rule follower. And when there was lockdown and everything, and it was very harsh here, it was just a nightmare for me because I had to follow it to the letter, because I'm such a rule follower. But it's like, and it's the panic of having to doing something illegal.
Right. And that's, well, obviously they answered that question. They've heard that question.
Yeah.
This isn't about that, but this is about doing things your way. And I've had a Sanskrit word in another reading, and I feel like it's right here for you. And that word is dharma, which is living life the right way. And what that means is the right way for you. And that hasn't been given to me yet. It's just something that I remembered from a past reading. And I think that's it. This isn't about you, protesting and doing illegal things and becoming a drug dealer. This is about you coming from love. Remember, your father said, he's reminding me, trust, love, always. If you are behaving from love, you are absolutely protected and fine. It doesn't mean you won't have a manifestation event, as you well know, but you will be on your path. If you are doing something out of fear, meaning staying home out of fear that you are going to get in trouble, then this is a different path. This is not love, that's fear. Your father's saying the first thing he said to you was trust, love, always. When you take action from love, there is no reason for you to be afraid. If you take action out of fear or non-action out of fear, this is where they're leading you now. Okay. All right. So next I have, this is a Sanskrit word. Durga. Oh my God. Okay. This is the message here. Wow. They're always consistent though. So she is for you highlighting your inner strength and your courage. The other one was inner peace and peaceful rebellion, right? This is inner strength and courage. And what her mission is with you, what she's leading you on right now, is to break free of oppression. But is it oppression by yourself?
Oh, this was what my manifestation form was yesterday.
Okay. So, wow.
It's like being a tyrant leader with boss with myself and being cruel and oppressive because I make myself work these long hours and I don't take breaks and don't look after my health.
Right. It's time for this to be over for you.
Yeah.
This breaking free of oppression, and is oppression by you. And here's the word. I knew that was going to come up. So it's the Sanskrit word of dharma, and what she's doing is protecting you. She is here to protect you from blocks to your dharma, which is living the right way for you, and to point these out to you. And this is what she has recently been doing. This is why you're becoming aware that you're a mini tyrant on yourself and that you're oppressing yourself. This is her lighting this up for you. This is that part. And it's time for you to just break free of it. This is, again, peaceful rebellion, right? So you have Hopi, I think it's Hopi. I don't think the W is pronounced, and Durga, Durga, and they're spirit guides together. And what this Durga is saying, it's destruction to empower creation. So deconstructing some parts of you to empower this newly revealed, newly aware side of you, this part of you that you are now becoming aware of. This is what your father wants to highlight. Yes, help you connect, but help you connect by showing you who you truly are. And that's exactly what they're doing. Wow. Okay.
And is Durga also North American?
No, this is like Hindu or Sanskrit. The word comes to me initially in what looks like Sanskrit. I channel in that sometimes, and I somehow can see it. And then once I look at it, then it's almost like it forms into an English spelling of it so that we can understand it and say it. So this is definitely Hindu, and definitely, it's Sanskrit in that way. Speaking of Dharma, so this is that Durga, but the other one is the Indian. This is not. This is clearly female, but more of a goddess or something in that sense, priestess or something like that. I can't totally tell. I just can tell by the decoration too, the third eye stone and jewelry. I can just tell by the way they appear to me, so it helps me. Okay, and then I have one more for you. Oh, I think they might have been saving the best for last. This one has got a lot of energy. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, wow. So again, female. So we just have your dad and this Jack Straw as male. These others are all female. This one is like half, it's not human. Like half bird, half female human. It looks like, I think. Right, let's see what Ishtar. Ishtar. Oh, okay. I was thinking, again, Indian or Hindu, but that is definitely not correct. The word is Babylonian. I don't- Babylonian. That's like old, like ancient Iraq area, right? That's kind of that. I don't know. I think. I don't know.
My geography is very
I
bad.
don't know. I don't know. They just say things and it's how it's gonna work for you. So this bird woman, but again with the stars. So the Hopi was showing me coming like from the moon and almost like shooting stars to you. And this one is darker though. She feels darker and more just a lot of energy. It's not, I don't ever see anything bad, but it seems like almost like nighttime around her. Like that's her power and just surrounded by stars. That's why I see this night. I think this nighttime, just stars everywhere and covered in like jewels everywhere. So really powerful and really energetic. What is she saying? Okay. See what this means to you. Helping you right now with your perspective of, or your perception of loss and helping you let go. I don't understand that one. Do you?
I think so.
Okay.
The thing is, I really miss Dad. And like, I know intellectually he's not gone.
No.
I really miss him not being like here.
Yeah, I know. I struggle with that too, as much as I talk to them, because the physical body and the sound of the voice and some of that it's just not there. And you can't convince me that I haven't lost that. That's a hard one for me. I understand. But I do know this, his communication is quite clear. He's being very deliberate with what he says, because it's almost like he is not going to feather your nest. He's not going to let you rely on me to communicate with him. He's giving you enough so that he's right here. You have no doubt. So now if I can speak to him, then you can speak to him. And it's like he's not going to let you have a crutch of a medium. You are going to speak to him. And your confidence in that is there. So she's helping you with this perception of loss and helping you to let go. But it's almost like she's leading you, it is like that, leading you to a renewal, like a rebirth of true freedom, true inner freedom. That is her. That's, whoa, I have goosebumps. She is really powerful and very much surrounding this, and she's just filling up the space in this energetic field that I can sort of sense. So her message, she's got actual word message. Okay, let's see how I can deliver this one. Okay. Allow yourself to be truly vulnerable. You, Emma, can go places that most will not go with this vulnerability. But in this vulnerable state, this is where you will find deep truth. Wow, that sounds like a riddle to me. But yeah, she is a guardian and leading you to renewal, to true inner freedom, from like suffering to resurrection, helping you with your perception of loss and helping you let go. I can see in what we've already talked about where that could apply as well, but I think it's in a lot of areas. So you will hear more about when you listen to this again, how this is starting to apply for you. She's also, well, she's delivering the megahertz for you. I get those a lot. Gotten this one before too, I think. 888. 888. And yeah, this is about, inner freedom and abundance and putting out there, getting it back, inside out, inside out. This is an angelic frequency. So it's designed for healing and abundance and inner peace. So that is a megahertz meditation for you. And she's also got, all right, there's something. Are you a good visualizer, Emma? Can you visualize things? If I tell you what she's saying to me, almost like something for you to visualize. If you can't, this is what it is. If you cannot visualize what she is telling you, then all that you need to do is listen to the words. You can record it yourself from what I'm saying. You can listen to me say it, or you can have someone whose voice you really love and have them record this. If you are unable to visualize something in your mind, which I understand because I cannot do that. There's a reason for that now. I know, because this is how they communicate with me, is visually. And if I could create it on my own, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't understand what I was seeing. So, but if you can't visualize what she's going to say, then the message is just simply listen to the words and let the feeling that it gives you come over you. And so you will be listening to this 888 frequency. You can imagine this. You can put 888 in a background and you can listen to these words. But she's saying, so if your eyes closed, imagine a star that's on the horizon. And the star is beautiful white light, but radiating from it are rays of color. And those colors are hope, wisdom, peace, abundance, these beautiful things radiating from this star. This is what she's wanting you to visualize. And then a second bright white star that follows the same rising path. And in between them, wow, you can sense that something's going to happen as you watch these two stars together. And it is a portal that opens. So this portal is that is the path. You watch that portal open, go through that is the path to your peaceful rebellion, to your inner peace, your true freedom, to knowing who you are. That portal between those two suns. And you can, when you're not meditating, just simply close your eyes and see that, or imagine the feeling of that. This is something you are to do every day for a while. I think you'll get the message when you get something else to do, but this is your meditation. That music, this imagery, you can just conjure it, or you can listen to me say it until you can record it for yourself in a way that you like. Okay. Wow. Everyone is quiet. They are just heads bowed. They are, I think, very complete. How are you?
That's intense.
That is intense. So you can see why, like, this was pretty intense, this one, but sometimes they are. This thing with your dad was that puzzle, that acronym, that was the craziest. That may be one of the craziest things that's ever happened. I have to take a picture of my notebook and send it to you as I'm getting it and drawing it. It's really funny. Anything else for you? Do you want to talk about anything? Are you okay? They are slowly just almost backing out of my field here. Just
thank you. Thank you to them. Thank you to you. And I'll do I think the doing that meditation, I can visualize that, and then knowing who the different energies are. Because I got last weekend that there were 5 on the team. I call them my team. But just to know the different energies and how they're working, I think that will help me kind of connect. And I think there is, as you make this transition, there's the loss of, you know, the loss of not having children. There's the loss of identity when you formed an identity and then you move from one thing to another. So I think there's, I think there's, you know, different parts of that. I'll have a look into this sort of the Babylonian. Wow, very exciting. Yeah. Well, I'm on boot camp, Christy, so I start boot camp in January anyway. So I'm in on boot camp. So put this with boot camp.
This was a perfect lead. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad. Boot camp, I think it should be done before the Ascension experience, but I think the Ascension experience it doesn't work as well without boot camp first. So I believe you will be amazed. So if you need anything during boot camp, I do all the coaching calls. So most of them, Gary and I alternate. Sometimes we do them together. But those are really fun. And so I'm on there for you to ask questions and do stuff. But if you need anything, and you'll have a coach too, but whatever you need, just reach out.
There were days where we thought we wouldn't make it out, but we stuck it out. Today's our day.